Hello, fellow BTMF students. My colleagues and I are doing a virtual career fair where we will be interviewing professionals who uphold the careers you guys aspire to have in the future. Today, we are interviewing a makeup artist by the name of Alexis Lyde. BTMF, welcome Miss Lyde.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alexis Lyde. I also go by the name of Alexis Cali. I have a makeup and hair studio that I own in Paterson, New Jersey, called the Underrated Shop. So what we do is we do full face makeup appliances. We do wigs. We do natural hair. We do locks. We do pretty much everything in my shop. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit about me and a little bit about my business. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, and then, we can go from there.
Thank you for that. That was going to be the first part of what I was going to say. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself? Okay. You could just check that off. Oh, wait, where is your salon located?
My salon is located 655 McBride Avenue in Paterson. Well, it's actually in Woodland Park or West Paterson, either or.
Okay. So for my first question for you, I would like to ask, how much of school knowledge and or experience is incorporated in being a cosmetologist, like in that field?
To be an actual professional, it depends if you're going to go to a trade school. It depends on your schedule. So it can take up to 9 months. It can take up to, I believe, 12 months. Mine was 9 months that I did in cosmetology school. So that's pretty much all it takes to become a hairstylist or a makeup or anything in the beauty field.
This is a question outside of the question that I have planned for you. What do you like? I said my question was like, in being a cosmetologist, what do you prefer, a makeup artist or a cosmetologist?
I would prefer a makeup artist.
Okay.
Only because I don't personally do hair. So I feel like when you say cosmetologist, you pretty much do a variety of things.
Right.
I just focus on the makeup as for now. So I will call myself a makeup artist before I would say a cosmetologist.
Okay, that's noted. Before I move on to my second question, I would like to see if Jennifer has anything she would like to ask you.
Hi, I have some questions for you. What do you find exciting about the job?
What I find exciting is that I meet so many different people, and I actually have the power in my hands to make people feel better about themselves. So I make a lot of people feel beautiful. I make them feel pretty. And I also give them the confidence that they can learn how to do makeup. And it is possible to do your makeup, because some people feel, when I do my makeup, I don't look right, or it just doesn't work for me. So once I get a chance to do their makeup, they see that, it's just their technique, So I pretty much get to make people feel beautiful. So that's the most exciting part to me.
Thank you for that. Yeah, because I don't know how to do makeup. Like, I've tried to do makeup before, like just to play around, but I would be like so serious in the mirror, and it just would not. I would just be a different person. It just makes me feel like, okay, I would never wear makeup again.
Yeah, I would suggest going little by learning step by step. You can't really do a full face if you're just learning how to do makeup. So whatever you're comfortable with, I would stay in your comfort zone and just do a little bit more each time you do your makeup. Add little things. Don't go too crazy if you exactly don't know what you're doing. So
yes, as of right now, I'm just sticking to lashes and lip gloss.
Yeah,
I don't do anything else.
I was there. I'm actually, I was never a makeup fan at all. I love my natural skin. I love the way I look, and I think everybody else should love it. But then there is times where I go out and I'm like, I wish I had a little eyeshadow, or I wish I could do a little bit more, just for the occasion. So that's pretty much why I started learning how to do it on my own. But I was in the same place you were. Eyebrows, lip gloss, and call it a day. But once you learn it, you'll love it. And it's actually an art. So it's more to it. Now it's even a career. So you never know.
Thank you for that. The next question I have is, if a client is not happy and threatens to contact management or intervene with your job in any type of way, how should a future makeup artist respond?
First, let me just say, in the beginning, when I first started doing makeup, I'm very, very honest with my clients. So if I don't know how to do something as well, or even if I'm in the process and it's not coming out as I wanted it to, I kind of nip things in the bud before it kind of blows up. So if I'm doing your makeup, this probably happened maybe once or twice, but if I'm doing your makeup and it's not coming out right, or I feel like you're not gonna like it, I'm actually kind of telling you during the process, or I'm going to tell you, I'm not comfortable with doing this look. You know, I can take a few dollars off because I'm pretty much practicing this look on you, or this is my first time doing this look. That could avoid a lot of issues in the end because they're expecting you to be a professional that knows how to do everything. This is what people, you know, they think that you automatically know how to do everything, and we don't. We're still learning in the process. Even if we know how to do a lot of things, we're still learning throughout the process with trial and error. So I would suggest that you just be upfront with them. You know, if you're not used to doing something or if it's not coming out right, I would just kind of mention it along the way, and they might even be okay with it. They might say, you know, take your time, relax, or it doesn't look too bad, and they'll give you that confidence back, you know, like, okay, maybe I got to relax a little bit. So I'll just say be honest. And then it's really nothing to tell management at that point because you are already letting them know throughout the process what was going on, you know.
Yeah. Even though I'm not a professional, I agree with you because during quarantine, I was like doing nails, like I was doing people's nails. And like I was self-taught, like I just learned it because there was nothing else to do during quarantine. So like I would go to the beauty supply store and get a little nail kit. And then when I really started realizing like, okay, I know how to do this, I would get the actual stuff. And people would send me pictures like, yeah, I want this. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like I'm just now getting into this field. I'm just now so like I will post things like who can I practice nails on or stuff like that so that it will build my clientele because like posting the pictures, people will be like, okay, this is cute, something similar to this if they don't want exactly what's in the picture. But as far as like doing things you don't know how to do, if people insist on getting it done or they need because it was around graduation time, so people was wanting to get their nails done for graduation. So it was like, okay, I don't know how to do this, but I can give you something similar. Or if I feel like I'm gonna mess up, I'll let you know, like maybe we could switch it around and do this, or you know, like try to tell them what you think might be better, even though it's helping you out.
Yes, that might be the smartest route to go because if you're a beginner, you probably take much longer than the average nail tech. They probably
like 3 hours.
3 hours, I know, but as long as you're upfront, they already know what to expect. Okay, she's new, she's just learning this technique. It might take her longer, you know, so they're already expecting that. So they're not going to expect too much from you. But if you told them, oh, I'm this nail tech and I charge $70 for a set, and they're expecting, they have high expectations for you. So long as you're honest, it's really nothing they're coming to you knowing exactly what they're going to get and what's the chances of them of the service.
But like for the most part, like most people are nice about it. You only get like 1 out of like 20, let's say if you have 20 people, you only get like 1 out of 20 people who's actually gonna have a nasty attitude about it. For the most part, people were really understanding, so that makes it kind of better.
Yeah, as long as you're professional, you know what you're talking about. You can handle a nasty client really well, as long as you know what you're talking about.
Or you could just tell them to leave because you don't have to deal with it.
That too. I'll say that too. If you have a nasty attitude and I'm not sure. Actually, I just automatically don't want to deal with it. I'm like, you know, you don't have to get your service with me. You can go to this person. All money is not good money. So, you know, you have to protect your brand. A lot of people would try to bring you out of character, and that's not good for you in the long run because people are going to judge you off that, whether you were right or wrong.
Right. Because then that builds a reputation. Oh yeah, I'm not going to her. You heard she was arguing with so just try to keep it as classy as possible when it comes to your career.
Yeah.
The next question that I have for you is what skills outside of schooling are needed for being a makeup artist?
Well, being at Kennedy, I was in BTM also. Learning marketing really, really helped, and learning how to socialize really helped.
Mhm.
So me learning my target market and learning how can I explain it? Pretty much learning the business part helped a lot as far as even pricing. For example, Mr. Hernandez was my teacher, and he helped me with almost everything starting out with my career, my website, my brand. He even taught me little stuff as, okay, if you're going to sell this for $50, how to put $49.99 to make it look like a little cheaper than what it is, little tricks like that, and how to socialize, how to talk to people, how to be, comfortable with yourself. Because once you make someone else feel comfortable, they're comfortable with sharing their money with you, with giving you, with money. So I would just say talking to a lot of people, being comfortable telling people about your business, even if they have nothing to do with that. If you bake cupcakes and I'm a makeup artist, and you come to me and you tell me that you have your own bakery business, I'm going to immediately keep you in mind if I ever need, cakes done or any desserts done, or I can keep you in mind. Oh, my cousin, she needed, a cake done for her party, so you never know who you run into. So I would just say outside of that, you definitely need to know how to socialize and know your target market, know who you want your audience to be.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially with socializing.
Yeah.
Because as much as it can help when you're like to keep somebody in mind, like imagine just being at the salon, just sitting there quiet the whole time, getting your makeup done by a stranger. Like that's where it's like the comfort, like being comfortable or like feeling welcome, like having a conversation throughout, even like with hairstylists and stuff, like having a conversation throughout the process, so you're not just sitting there like weird.
So
It's
we're
not awkward.
awkward.
It's some people that do hair amazing, but it's like you don't even feel comfortable going back to that person, although you're gonna get a great outcome. It's just like, wow, it was so awkward that time. Or like some people have their friends there while you're getting your hair done. Like it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
And it could come off mean a lot of the times if you're not speaking. It can come off like you're mean or you're antisocial, and it's like now I'm feeling uncomfortable. I don't know if I can laugh. I don't know if I can. I don't even feel comfortable doing anything around you.
Or when they pick up the phone, that's my number one. That's the one that I hate the most. When I'm getting my hair done and they pick up the phone,
I
I'll be
mean,
like, oh my god.
it's like the full blown conversations about things that have nothing to do with nothing. Like I even have friends sometimes that call, and if I don't have my headphones, it'll be on speaker. I'm like, hey girl, they're like, yeah, so remember what I was telling you? I'm like, that's not the time. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay. I'm at work. Like I don't need to be talking about anything personal, because that my client can now judge me off something that she's just overhearing, So,
Right.
definitely.
Before I move on to my next question, Jennifer, would you like to ask anything again?
My next question is, what do you like best about being a makeup artist?
What do I like best? I guess honestly making my own schedule. Like I like that I can let people know when I'm going to work basically.
Mm.
So they're asking me, that's like your boss asking you, like, do you want to work today, or are you in a mood to make money, or do you, you're able to say, oh, I'm tired today, or today I planned on relaxing or doing this. I can pretty much make my own schedule. So that way when I can just open my eyes whenever I want. That's the best thing in the world. Like to wake up whenever your eyes open is the best thing ever, because me and alarms drive me crazy. So I guess making my own schedule is really like the best part to me.
That could be tricky though. Like imagine you just like feel lazy the whole week or something. Like you just missed out on a week worth of money.
And then but that's also it's
Like
pros and cons to that, because now I can determine how much money I make for the week. So imagine you at your job and you get, let's just for example, $500 for the week at work, whether or not. But imagine me working for the whole week. The harder I work, the more money I get. The harder you work at a job, sometimes you just get the same pay regardless.
Right.
So I like the fact that I can control how much money I need to make. If I want to go on vacation, I can take more clients. So I can control how much money I need to make,
Yeah. The next question that I have is, what would motivate someone to become a makeup artist? Or in your case, what motivated you to become a makeup artist?
What motivated me? I guess I have this thing where I like to make people, I have this thing where I feel like I'm like a problem solver. When I meet people, I feel the need to help them, even if I can't help them. It could be random people. So the fact that I can make somebody feel pretty or feel a little bit better about themselves, I love that. So I think, you know, that's kind of it.
So you're like a hero.
Yeah.
Before I ask my last two questions, there's two more questions that Jennifer may want to ask. So Jennifer, you can go ahead with those.
Okay. Should a future makeup artist have teamwork skills?
Yes, you definitely need teamwork skills. You never know if you're going to work with another makeup artist. Even sometimes, if I do bridal parties, sometimes I have to add another makeup artist because I have about 12, sometimes 8 to 12 girls to do. And I do need somebody to, you know, kind of assist me throughout the process. So you definitely need to learn how to work well with others, even if I'm doing makeup and there is a hairstylist there, we need to learn how to work together. We might be pressed for time where she has to do the hair while I'm literally doing the makeup and she's pulling the hair, and I'm, you just have to learn teamwork and how to work with other people. Or you're really not going to get too far.
Right. Jennifer, you can ask your last question.
What does a makeup artist day consist of?
A makeup artist day, constantly worrying about the amount of brushes you have, because you have a certain amount of brushes, especially starting out. You have a certain amount of brushes, and then you have a certain amount of people. So if I'm running out of brushes, now I need to wash my brushes, I need to dry my brushes, and at the same time I need to make sure my clients are not late, because it can be a domino effect. If one person's late, everybody's late. It throws everything off, and I'm leaving much later than I thought I was out of my shop. So
Do you do late fees?
huh?
Do you do late fees? Do you charge late fees?
Yeah, I do charge late fees, but depending on how many people I have that day, I'll just actually have to cancel it, because if I have you from for 1 o'clock for an hour and you come 30 minutes late, and it takes me an hour to do it, that's gonna cause the other person, me, to kind of run over in their appointment. So I end up having to cancel it after a while.
I have one question that I was always confused about when I see people get their makeup done, whether like at MAC or whatever. So you know how they'll have the lip gloss or the lipstick or whatever, right? And then they'll take like one of those applicators and put it on your mouth, so it's like you're not actually using the one that comes in the lip gloss or the lipstick. But
Yeah.
then again, it's like if they don't feel like it's in much, if it's enough lipstick on the lips, they use that same applicator and put it back in the tube. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like using the same thing on everybody's lips.
Yeah, in the beginning I did that, and I never thought twice about it for some reason. But then one of my clients I had was sick one day,
Mhm.
and I was using the applicator anyway. But when I thought about putting it back in, I'm like, she said that she had a little cold. I'm like, I'm not about to put. And then I thought about it, like, why was I even doing this from? It's like little stuff that you probably not even gonna realize. It's not.
I be looking at stuff like
I take a lot out now. Like I'll
and he's putting it back in. I'm like, so she's basically using, just give her the lip gloss at this point.
gloss or just use the same stick. No,
Right.
I'll just put a lot out on my hand, a lot out, and then I actually use the brush anyway to do the lips, and then I clean it. Yeah, it applies better when I. Or sometimes the applicator, they come in little brushes now. They don't come like the little dry stick anymore. So I have to just put a lot out, and then I work from there. Yeah, because other than that, you'll just be double dipping and double dipping in.
Yeah, and it's like they kissing each other, basically.
Exactly.
My last two questions. The first one is, I'm sorry. My last two questions. The first one is, what is the hardest part about being a makeup artist?
Okay, the hardest part about being a makeup artist, I guess, being a full-time makeup artist, the seasons change. So in the summer, it might be too hot for makeup. In the winter, and it's snowstorms, it's cold, nobody has nowhere to go. So that causes your clientele to kind of drop down a little bit. So if you're a full-time makeup artist like me, you have to kind of figure something else out to balance it. Or I know some people even raise their prices during certain holidays. I don't think that's right. But yeah, pretty much not knowing if your clientele is gonna kind of drop a little bit, or it just could be ups and downs throughout the whole thing is just pretty much a roller coaster, and it's a big risk being a makeup artist. So I
So
have
like,
learned other things to make
oh,
up.
I was about to ask, like, so do you like have like a second job or something? Like
No, I don't.
you know you can rely on for like getting paid because like you said, being a makeup artist, whether it's based off your clients if you're gonna make money. So if
Yeah.
it's going up and down, do you have like a job where you know, okay, I'm definitely getting paid this week? Like
No. So what I do is I also do eyebrows. So I wax and I tint. I had to find something that people pretty much need all the time, and that was something that wasn't too hard for me to learn because I was already doing eyebrows with makeup. So, and I know everybody gets their eyebrows done at least once a month. So I started doing eyebrows, but that was another reason why I turned my business into a bigger business, because I could have stayed in the studio with just me as a makeup artist, but I decided to bring more artists in, and they were able to use my reputation to create clients for themselves. So I built a brand for me, and once I put people under me, that brought them people. So pretty much I have like booth rent at my the girls in my shop, they pay booth rent. So they're paying for their space.
mm.
So that's pretty much the only steady payment that I'll be getting.
They're coming there to get their hair done, you could probably just like talk her into getting her eyebrows done really quick, or like
And that was another reason. It was a plus for me because um, even me doing makeup, when they look over in the next room, they're like, oh, they do hair? What do they do here? Now they know that they can also come here and set hair appointments, or they'll see one of their clients walking out and hair looks nice, and they're like, oh, I didn't know you guys do hair. Let me make an appointment with her. And the same thing with them when their clients come through and they see me doing makeup. Oh, I didn't know you guys do makeup here. Can you do my makeup? So we kind of share clientele.
yeah.
My traffic helps them, and their traffic helps me.
Which goes to one of the questions that we asked about teamwork. How should a future makeup artist that has finished cosmetology school find the right job for them? Or like the right studio or area? Like, how
Yeah.
should they get into working now, basically?
I think that they should find a salon that is similar to the style or audience that they'll prefer. Like when I first started, it was a lady who asked me to work in her salon, and I had been looking for a salon to work in. But when I came there, she had an older crowd. Now, I know as with an older crowd, they don't really care for makeup as much, especially not heavy makeup. So I knew that that wasn't something that was going to pretty much, I wasn't going to make too much money there. So I feel like if you find somewhere that's similar to the style or that the audience that you prefer, it would be a little bit easier. But if you cannot find that, or if that's too much for you, you can definitely just start out on your own now. You can just get you a little space, a room, a studio space, and work from there for yourself. That's what I was forced to do that because I couldn't find anywhere that was, perfect for me.
Right. So that was my last question. Thank you for sharing your experience and your journey as a makeup artist for our audience today. I know it will be beneficial for the students who are watching today that want to be a makeup artist or in the cosmetology field or whatever. To our BTMF seniors and or anyone who's watching, see you on the next episode of our virtual career fair. Bye.